George is one of the most amazing people I know. A person who has had tremendous success in his life and his career, but also a person who really projects and lives a set of values which I think are quite admirable. George, I think, is a leader in the true sense of the concept, which means it's not because of a position he holds or some type of role he's in. George is a person who is a leader because of how he inspires and brings out the best in others.
I grew up on a farm in the foothills of the Ozark Mountains, about 75 miles south of Washington University. I went to a one-room schoolhouse, as a matter of fact. But one day my mother was reading the St. Louis Post-Dispatch, and there was an advertisement for a National Merit Scholarship. There was an area that said, "How will you pay for incidentals?" I said I would sell 1 cow a year. So that seemed to catch her attention, and I got the scholarship. And it changed my life. My time at Washington University was fantastic. I was able to go to one of the really great schools in the country. I went into the service, thought I'd like to teach, went back to the engineering school, and at that point, Washington University got its first IBM computer. Taught myself to program, and so I went down to the IBM office in St. Louis, and as I was leaving, they said, "What are you going to do?" And I said, "Well, I've got an offer from General Electric, but I'll probably go on with a further degree." They said, "How would you like to work for IBM?" My time at WashU and my subsequent time at IBM in St. Louis turned out to be a really great experience for me.
George would be deserving of this award for many reasons. Certainly could deserve it for the achievements and impact he's had in his professional career. So in fact, George has had not one, but 2 amazingly successful careers, and is actually still going. He could also deserve it for the impact he's had on Washington University, for St. Louis, for Norwalk, Connecticut, and many other places.
It's important that we develop leaders at Washington University with character and with expertise. That's one of the things that we've invested in at Washington University, both in the In-for Scholar program as well as in the Olin Business School, to help young people develop those skills. I feel deeply indebted. It's hard to imagine what I would have done or been had it not been for Washington University. It's that important to me.